In this video, I'm going to tell you the story of an arrogant millionaire, Ethan, who loses everything. Forced to work in a small-town diner, he learns humility from the owner, Henry. Through respect and kindness, he rebuilds his life and discovers the true meaning of success. Hey there, my amazing friends. Welcome back to my channel. It's me, your friend, Teacher Sam, and I'm so excited to have you here today. Today's story isn't just any story. It's a powerful way to boost your English skills and learn faster. As we explore Ethan's journey, you'll discover new words and phrases in context. Storytelling is one of the best ways to improve your English naturally, helping you remember words and use them with confidence. By the end of this video, you'll not only improve your listening and comprehension, but also learn 3 powerful moral lessons and 5 essential vocabulary words to boost your speaking skills. So, stay with me until the end. Are you ready? Let's get started. Ethan Carter was a name synonymous with success. A self-made millionaire by the age of 35, he had built an empire from the ground up. Sharp-minded and ambitious, he had little patience for failure or those who, in his eyes, lacked drive. His company, Carter Innovations, dominated the tech world, and he believed his intelligence and work ethic had set him apart. Despite his achievements, Ethan had a flaw: his arrogance. He dismissed advice, belittled his employees, and had no tolerance for those he deemed beneath him. "I made it on my own," he often said. "Anyone who works hard can do the same." But life had a way of humbling even the most invincible. One morning, Ethan woke to devastating news. A major scandal had rocked his company. A cyber attack had exposed confidential client data, and the stock plummeted overnight. Investors pulled out, clients withdrew their contracts, and lawsuits piled up. In just a few weeks, Carter Innovations crumbled. Ethan was forced to liquidate his assets, sell his mansion, and shut down the company. Friends vanished, and employees he once dismissed coldly walked past him without a glance. His world had collapsed. With nowhere else to go, Ethan left the city, seeking solace in a small town where no one knew his name. Ethan found himself in Maplewood, a quiet town with simple folk. With his fortune gone, he needed work. His pride stung as he walked into a local diner, applying for a job as a dishwasher. The owner, an old man named Henry, took one look at him and smiled. "Ever washed dishes before?" Ethan hesitated. "Not really, but I can learn." Henry nodded. "Then let's get to it." Days turned into weeks. Ethan scrubbed plates, mopped floors, and took orders. He listened to conversations around him, realizing the struggles of ordinary people: single parents working multiple jobs, young students striving for a better future, and elderly folks reminiscing about a simpler past. One evening, Ethan stayed late to clean. Henry sat across from him, sipping coffee. "You don't belong here, do you?" he asked. Ethan smirked. "What gave it away?" Henry chuckled. "The way you hold yourself. You were someone important." Ethan sighed. "I used to be. Built a company, lost it all. Thought I had everything figured out. Turns out I knew nothing." Henry nodded. "Success isn't just about intelligence or hard work. It's about people. Treat them right, and they'll stand by you when times are tough. Treat them poorly, and you'll find yourself alone when you fall." Ethan pondered his words. For the first time, he saw his past clearly, not as a titan of industry, but as a man who had pushed people away. Months passed, and Ethan changed. He helped coworkers without being asked, treated customers with respect, and found joy in simple moments. When Henry fell ill, Ethan took over managing the diner, ensuring it stayed afloat. One day, a familiar face walked in: Mark Reynolds, an old investor. "Ethan Carter, what are you doing here?" Ethan smiled. "Learning." Mark saw the change in him. "I have a proposition. I'm starting a new venture and need someone with experience, but more importantly, someone who values people. Are you interested?" Ethan accepted, but this time, he built his new company differently. He prioritized employees, listened to ideas, and fostered an environment of respect and collaboration. Years later, Ethan stood at a podium, addressing young entrepreneurs. "Success isn't about power or money. It's about humility. I learned that from an unlikely source, a small-town diner and an old man named Henry. Never underestimate the power of kindness. Because in the end, people remember how you made them feel. The audience applauded, and Ethan smiled. He had lost everything once, but in doing so, he had gained something far greater, a lesson in humility. Now, let's look at the moral lessons from the story. 1. Humility leads to growth. Arrogance can blind us to the value of others. But true success comes when we recognize and respect the people around us. Ethan only learned this after losing everything. 2. Treat people with kindness and respect. The way we treat others determines how they will support us in difficult times. Ethan's downfall showed that when we neglect others, we may find ourselves alone when we need help the most. 3. Failure can be a powerful teacher. Losing everything was painful for Ethan, but it helped him develop empathy, humility, and a better approach to leadership. Challenges often hold valuable life lessons. As you can see that Ethan Carter's journey is a powerful reminder that true success is not measured by wealth or power, but by the way we treat others. His downfall stripped him of everything he once valued, forcing him to confront the arrogance that had blinded him. However, in his lowest moments, he found wisdom and humility, learning from the very people he once overlooked. Through hard work, kindness, and a newfound respect for others, Ethan rebuilt not just his career but his character. His transformation from a proud businessman to a compassionate leader proves that failure is not the end, but an opportunity for growth. In the end, the greatest lesson he learned was that success is not just about ambition, it's about people, relationships, and the legacy of kindness we leave behind. So, my dear friends, this story teaches us that success is not just about power or intelligence, it's about humility, kindness, and learning from failure. Now, let's look at these 5 vocabulary words and how to use them in a sentence. 1. Synonymous, meaning closely associated with or having the same meaning as something. How to use synonymous in a sentence. Example: Ethan's name became synonymous with success, but his arrogance led to his downfall. 2. Plummeted, meaning fell or dropped quickly and suddenly. How to use plummeted in a sentence. Example: after the scandal, the company's stock plummeted overnight, leaving investors in shock. 3. Liquidate, meaning to sell off assets to settle debts. How to use liquidate in a sentence. Example: Ethan had to liquidate his assets, including his mansion, to cover the financial losses. 4. Redemption, meaning the act of making up for past mistakes and improving oneself. How to use redemption in a sentence. Example: through hard work and humility, Ethan found redemption in the small-town diner. 5. Collaboration, meaning working together with others toward a common goal. How to use collaboration in a sentence. Example: Ethan's new company thrived because he fostered a culture of respect and collaboration. Thanks for watching. Drop a comment on the moral lesson you learned from this video. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video.